Disclaimer before I begin the video, yes, I am filming on my Windows Surface Laptop 2. It's because I forgot my actual camera at home. I want to make a video where I give what I learned in first year because I feel like I really needed something to comfort me, especially during this time last year. The week has finished, classes have just begun, and I was kind of going through a quarter life crisis. Not even quarter life, because I was 18 last year. A crisis. I was going through a crisis. Basically, I was like, I don't freaking belong here. Like, I'm not supposed to be at Western. I have no friends. I'm doing bad in school. I'm gonna drop out of university. All these thoughts were just going in my head, and I was like, whoa. Like, let's just take a step back here. I needed someone to help me through it and rationalize everything that was going on. So hi. I guess I'm going to be doing that for you today. The first topic I want to cover is academics. In grade 12, I had no idea what university really was. There really is no way of telling until you're put into that environment and you're like, wait a second, there are so many people here. It can be really overstimulating. I totally get that. I remember feeling very overwhelmed from meeting everyone. I'd be like, hi, what's your name? What's your program? What's your residence? And it's like, whoa, I'm having the exact same conversation 200 times a day. It can be really easy as well to feel this imposter syndrome and this feeling that you have to have your entire life figured out, which is totally not true. And I know everyone says that, but like genuinely, like no one has it figured out. I was meeting all these people who are like, yeah, I'm gonna move to the US after I graduate and become an investment banker, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, whoa, that's really specific. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna be. But that's totally normal. Like, a lot of people don't know what they want to be. And just because people are saying that doesn't mean they're necessarily gonna follow that career path. Goals and wants will change over time. And just because someone has a goal right now doesn't mean that that goal is gonna stay the same forever. As you meet new people, as you gain new experiences, you figure out, oh, this is what I actually like. Don't worry if you don't have your career specifically figured out. It will all come to you as you gain these new experiences, as you take your courses, as you go through university. You have all 4 years to figure it out and beyond. People make career changes and that's totally okay. You have your whole life to figure it out. A new perspective I kind of gained recently: why do I want to choose only one specific thing in life? Isn't the point of life to be able to experience as much as you can? We're only on this planet for so little time, so why don't we just try to learn as much as we can, gain as much experience as we can, not stick to one thing. Just be open to new experiences, be open to learning, and know that it's okay to not have it all figured out. Okay, the next topic I want to discuss is friendships. I think everyone can agree that coming to university, everyone's super excited to meet new people. They're like, I hated my high school friends. That was not true for me, disclaimer. But maybe you hate your high school friends and you're like, I'm gonna come to university and I'm gonna find my friends for life. In university especially, people emphasize like, these are the people that you're gonna stay friends with your whole life. Like, I remember having this misconception that like after a week, I would have to have my friend group. Spoiler alert, it does not happen like that. Of course, you can meet your lifelong friends in a week. That does happen for some people, but it does not happen for everyone. And just because you're not making friends during a week doesn't mean that you're not going to make friends during your 4 years of university. Like, you have so much time ahead of you. I remember feeling so sad after a week. I was like, frig, like I didn't even meet a single person that I want to be like close friends with. And that's totally okay. You're gonna be meeting people in your classes, through clubs. It doesn't have to be during a week. The thing is that it's okay to stick to your high school friends. I know some people come to university with no one they know before. For me, it actually came with a lot of people I knew. One of the thoughts I had in my head was like, oh no, I have to kind of branch out. I need to stop hanging out with my high school friends. Of course, that's true. You should be meeting new people, but doesn't mean that you have to cut off your high school friends once you get to university. I think the most important thing is knowing who you value and who you want to stay friends with. If you like your current friends right now, you should maintain that friendship. I think for some people, it's possible to have found your people in high school. Your high school friends can be your lifelong friends. I just think that that's not really said enough. There's a dog barking outside. And the last thing I want to say was that, of course, you're going to make friends that you click with right away, but just know that you're not going to vibe with everyone. And that's okay. I am very much a people pleaser. Everyone has to like me or that's it. But like, no, some people are just not gonna vibe with you. Maybe you'll be hanging out with your friends' friends and they'll vibe a lot, and then you get there and you're like, why the heck are we not all a friend group right now? Like, I am trying my best. That is okay. Not everyone vibes with everyone, and you just have to accept that. You'll have more opportunities in the future. Don't stress, don't worry. It all comes with time. Our next topic is parties. Let me just be completely honest here. Coming to Western, I was quite oblivious to the party culture. I've heard that Western is a party school, but I didn't really know what that meant. I think it can be really overwhelming for someone coming to university and like never having been to a high school party, for example. That was me. Like, I've never been to a high school party and I came to university and I was like, oh, if you're interested in exploring, like, go ahead, explore. I know that what's most important is that you reflect on what you really value. Ask yourself, do you actually like being here, or are you just going because all your friends are going? Some people would rather spend the weekend at a party meeting new people, whereas other people might want to spend the weekend off with one other friend, going out to get lunch, studying together, whatever it may be. Everyone is different and you don't have to follow what everyone else is doing. One thing that I learned in first year was that creating friendships under the influence may not be as genuine. Not saying that you can't make actual friends at parties, of course you can, but sometimes it can be ingenuine because obviously people might not remember what happened. So like, for example, one time I met this person and I was like, wow, we're vibing a lot. And then I saw them in class the next day and they didn't even wave to me. I was like, what the heck? Like, I thought we were vibing. I thought we were friends. So like, just keep that in mind. Don't take it personally because it has nothing to do with you and it's nothing to do with them. You can brush it off. There'll be plenty more opportunities later. Next topic is drinking and drugs. Another pretty juicy topic. Again, I feel like it's really easy to feel the need to fit in and even subconsciously. It's easy to be like, okay, I'm gonna go to this party, not do anything, but then everyone's like, hey, like, how are you? Have a drink, whatever. And you're like, okay, sure, like, it's just a social event. And that's totally okay. Like, you can definitely do that as long as you're doing it safely. But please know that if you don't want to, you don't have to. I think the most important thing is kind of checking in with yourself and asking yourself, do you want to do this or not? Like, if you don't know what you want, then it won't be as clear. If you tell yourself before you leave the house, I don't want to drink tonight, I just want to have a fun time with my friends, then you'll know that when someone offers you a drink later, you'll say no, because you know what you want. At least in my experience, I've never felt like peer pressured or like shamed for not wanting to do anything. Like, I think people have this irrational fear where they're like, oh, if I say no, like, people will hate me. That is totally not true. I think it is totally possible to have fun without being under the influence. Obviously, the effects are different for everyone. If you don't like it, that's okay. Just don't do it. And if you do it, that's okay too. Just be safe with it. Make sure you're with a friend. Make sure your friend's checking in on you. Make sure you're getting home safe. I just want to make a quick disclaimer because I feel like I'm sounding very teacher-esque, training providing. No, I am not a qualified trainer of any means. I am literally making this video for entertainment purposes only, as all other videos on my channel. I'm just here giving my personal advice. You don't have to believe anything I say. It's my opinion. Just want to put that out there. Now for clubs. Through high school, I was very involved in clubs. I felt like my entire high school experience was actually elevated because of clubs, and I kind of really immersed myself in the clubs to the point where I was like, who am I without clubs? And so when I got to university during like the first 2 weeks, I felt completely lost. For the weeks leading up to clubs week, I felt like I was just waiting until I got to a club. And that's totally normal if that's your case. Like, I highly recommend quitting clubs in first year. I would say that clubs made up my first year experience. One thing I did want to mention is that in first year, a lot of clubs do hire for exec positions. Application process can be super stressful. It's like making so many applications and you're just praying that one accepts you, and it can be really stressful and worrying. I know, I've been through it. Know that even if you don't get in, it's not the end of the world. Like, there are so many other ways to get involved on campus. It does not have to be joining a club. Even if it's for like a career-oriented club, like a business club that you really want to get into, and you're like, oh no, I'm not going to land a career after I graduate. That is not true at all. Have internship opportunities. Even being a general member is a great way to get exposure and meet all the executive teams. Maybe next year you can apply and be on the executive team. Basically, it is not the end of the world if you do not get an exec position. That being said, you got this. I believe in you. You're going to get into every club you want. I'm manifesting it for you. Okay, this is pretty much our last topic, dating. So the first thing I want to say when it comes to dating is never compare yourself to others. Everyone is on their individual path. Everyone is different. I think in university especially, there's just a lot of pressure to like find your one. At least that's what I thought. After grade 12, I graduated and I was like, hey, I'm going to university. Like, I'm gonna meet the love of my life. I meet them at my philosophy lecture. Like Conan Gray said, we met in metaphysical philosophy. Hopeless romantics, I'm talking to you. You may not meet the love of your life in university. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break it to you. But that's okay, because these 4 years of your life don't determine the rest of your life trajectory. We're going to be meeting people your whole life. So don't stress. Don't pressure yourself. That being said, put yourself out there if you want to. As long as you're being safe and consensual and healthy. Just focus on yourself and everything will work out. Genuinely. Like, genuinely. You're in university to get your degree at the end of the day. So focus on yourself, be a girl boss. You do you, man. Eventually, when it's the right time, you will meet somebody and it'll be cool. To expand on our little dating topic, dating apps. My opinions and thoughts on dating apps. They basically just offer instant gratification. Like, hey, I want to talk to someone right now. And yeah, dating apps will probably fulfill your needs. But do I think that the connections you make on dating apps are genuine? No, I do not think so. Again, this is all my personal opinion. I think it is 100% possible to meet the love of your life on Tinder. No judgment there. Good for you. You go. It can be a very fun activity. It can be very entertaining, but it is also quite distracting and it is quite superficial. So do as you will with that information. Hinge over Tinder. I'm just gonna leave it out there for you. That basically concludes the topics that I want to run through today. I want to finish with some concluding thoughts. It's okay to miss high school. Affirmation, say it with me. You did not peak in high school. I know a lot of people, including myself, really missed high school. Got to university. I was like, wait a second, bring me back. Like, bring me back to grade 12. Like, I don't want this. That's okay to feel that way because chances are a lot of people are feeling that way too. The transition from high school to university is a big one. You're in a new environment, and whenever you start something new, it's always going to be scary. It's always going to be difficult. That's just the way life is, unfortunately. You can never get too comfortable with where you are. Just know that if you ever need help, ask and you will get it. Careers are always willing to help you out as long as you reach out. Maybe they'll take some time responding because they're busy with their own stuff too. Never take it personally. You're going to figure it out. If you go to Western in particular, ask your softs. That is what your softs are for. Whether it's your resident soft or your faculty soft, they're out there to help you. So ask them for help and you'll get it. Last thing. I know I keep saying last thing, but this is genuinely the last thing. You did not pick the wrong university. I know it's so easy to think like, I should have went to Queens. I should have went to Queen's University. I should have went to U of T. Like, U of T is my dream school. Why didn't I go there? Why am I at Western University in London, Ontario? No, you belong here. One thing to note is that the grass is always greener on the other side. I know that's so cheesy, that's so corny, but literally you don't know what your life would be like if you were in that other school. So easy to see all the things wrong with your current life and say, well, this wouldn't be happening if I was at this school. This wouldn't be happening if I had chosen this career path instead. But you never know. Maybe there would be other issues going on. The best thing to do, and the only thing you can do, is just accept where you are and move forward. Trust the process. I'm sorry. Everything will work out in the end. I believe in you. No one else believes in you. I believe in you. That's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it benefited you in some way. I wish you all the best of luck this academic school year. Stay tuned for more videos soon. They're coming. They're a bit slow, but they are coming. Also, I dyed my hair. Don't know if you can tell. I'm so sorry. This is not about me. Thank you so much for watching as always. I actually love you guys a lot. I met so many of you during a week. Thank you so much for coming up to me and saying hi. Please don't stop doing that. It makes me feel very loved and motivates me to continue making more videos. So please come say hi to me if you see me on campus. Have an amazing day. Bye. See you next time.